I want to talk to you about PayPal Zettle, and the big question is, can you really rely on PayPal Zettle this year when it comes to payment processing? Let's talk about that. So let me first give you a glance into the whole operation and what they do well, what they do, what they can really improve on. Okay, so if you think about PayPal Zettle, I want you to think about PayPal's free mobile point of sale app that replaced PayPal Here that was actually discontinued actually in September 2023. Okay, so PayPal Zettle actually provides a complete POS system for tablets or mobile devices with built-in PayPal payment processing. Okay, so if you think about the pros and cons of this platform, the pros first, you have PayPal checkout options and QR payments for in-person sales. So that's pretty big. You have low card present flat rate transaction fees. You have free POS software subscription. But you also have a platform that integrates with Shopify and several other e-commerce platforms such as BigCommerce, such as WooCommerce, and so on and so forth. So that's for the positives of this tool. Okay, what about the negatives? Well, you do have limited features for restaurants, appointments, etc. You have limited POS integrations. It doesn't integrate with PayPal online store, for instance. There is no offline payment processing, so you always have to be online. And PayPal has a reputation for freezing accounts. Okay, so that's something you to really keep in mind. So what users like is that you have a high flexibility and security when receiving payments. So that's pretty good in terms of having peace of mind. You have a very easy POS setup and usage, competitive processing fees, and you also have a fast payment transfers. Now, in terms of what users don't like, again, going back to what I said, you have a weak connection and slow loading times, lack of customer support, and you also have a large difference in processing fees between card present and keyed in transactions. Okay, so that's something to really think about. So you will love PayPal Zettle if you are looking for free POS software, and if you are, let's say, an artist, crafter, and or lobbyist. Okay. Now, if you are, let's say, a growing brick and mortar business, if you are an e-commerce business, if you have a store that needs a complex inventory management, or let's say you are a restaurant, you are a salon, you are a spa, or other appointment based business, don't use a PayPal Zettle. You can't really have the kind of sophistication that you need. So what are the features here? If you think about PayPal Zettle, the most important features that you have to pay attention to is that you have an inventory page that is not very sophisticated. Okay, so PayPal Zettle is not going to help you manage your inventory properly. So this is something to really keep in mind. Zettle does give you free POS software as well as an integrated PayPal checkout method for in-person sales. It also allows you to transfer money directly to your PayPal balance or to bank accounts. Okay. And the POS includes built-in invoice and receipt tracking tools. And Zettle's hardware options include a mobile debit and credit card reader with a PIN pad, so that's pretty good. And PayPal Zettle POS has a product library into which you can upload existing product list. So that's really good if you are trying to really automate your product tracking system. You can view, for instance, a list of all available integrations with categories that allow you to have faster searching. So you can search for Shopify, but also other e-commerce platforms. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And you also have the fact that you are able to get things done faster. The reports page lets you view and filter sales by date, product, and category. So if you're looking for granularity in terms of your sales management, PayPal Zettle can help you big time. Okay, and so PayPal has an online store, a virtual terminal, and integrations, but those do not work through Zettle. So this is a problem because basically, if you are interested in PayPal in the PayPal store, the lack of integration is not going to help. It's not going to help you. Zettle has some features that might work in a restaurant, like printing order numbers on receipts, but it's not the best option. It does have a food and drink solution, but it costs extra and is not yet available in the US. So, something to really keep in mind if you are trying to really go with PayPal, okay? And also, one thing I need to say here is that basically PayPal Zettle is pretty good when it comes to automating things, but you have to be online. If you're not online, you can't really use the tool. Let me talk to you about the PayPal Zettle fee calculator, which is really important. So on the app, you have the possibility to calculate card present transaction fees. You also have keyed in transaction fees. You also have QR payments, okay, in terms of your monthly sales volume. So that's pretty good. You have a calculator that's there, that's automatic, okay. So you just plug in the numbers, and PayPal will tell you, will give you an estimation of how much you can actually pay in terms of fees. So that's really good. So in terms of pricing, Zettle got high marks for its free software plan. That's really good, right? You also have low payment processing rates. You have affordable hardware and lack of setup or installation fees. And so some people don't like the fact that you don't have within PayPal Zettle, you don't have payment processing flexibility. Third-party processors are currently not compatible with a POS. So something to really think about. I'm showing you on the screen here what the fees are. In-person transaction fees, 2.29% plus 9 cents per transaction. Keyed in transaction fees, you have a 3.49% plus 9%. Sorry, plus 9 cents per transaction. Invoicing transaction fees are the same as keyed in transaction fees, and the QR code transactions actually they do charge you similar to in-person transaction fees. So I'm putting this on the screen because I want you to really know exactly how much you might be paying. Now, Zettle processes credit cards, online and touchless payments, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and of course, PayPal. So you have Zettle processing fees, you have international sales, you have transaction and processing limits. So for processing limits, Zettle can process up to a half a million for all transactions per 24 hours, with a limit of 50 grand per card transaction. And these numbers will likely be sufficient for most small businesses. Okay. Of more importance, perhaps, is the minimum transaction limit of $1. So just be aware of that. You also have deposit speed. So PayPal Zettle deposits into your PayPal account and should be visible within minutes. But transferring funds into a checking account takes 2 or more days. And PayPal has also been known to hold the funds for up to 30 days. And the most common complaint about PayPal, which has been carried on for years and been also carried over to Zettle, is actually the withheld funds. Okay, so just be aware of that. So let me talk to you about the PayPal Zettle register and checkout features, because that's something that you might be interested in if you are considering PayPal Zettle this year. So Zettle's hardware allows for good sales mobility, and its intuitive register has a lot going for it. You can see this on the screen here. Okay, so like for instance, generating order tickets, letting customers include tips, issuing refunds, and printing receipts. So PayPal does a great job on that front. Okay, overall, if you think about it, Zettle's simplicity is an asset to small businesses. So you will love that aspect of things. And however, while Zettle allows online ordering, this ironically does not work with PayPal Online, though it is compatible with WooCommerce and other website builders. Okay, it doesn't have any dedicated order management and loyalty management features. You get also a basic customer directory and other CRM tools. So something to really keep in mind if you are considering a PayPal Zettle. Okay, so there are a few things you can really do with a PayPal Zettle register. So in terms of payment types, you can accept credit cards, gift cards, PayPal, and Venmo. The card reader is EMV certified, which is now required by law in the US. Okay. For a manual card entry, you need a PayPal business account. And PayPal can host various cryptocurrencies. When making transactions, customers can convert those to flat currencies before sending the payment through. You can also record cash transactions. So that's really good. That's flexibility. I love it. You also have QR codes through the register. You can sell by units. Okay, you can set your prices in the inventory section to sell by units, such as ounces, cases, etc. Now, keep in mind that there is no kitting capability. You have partial refunds. So Zettle recently added partial refunds, allowing you to refund the cost of one or more items on a receipt rather than the entire transaction. So just note that this function is only available in the mobile app. You have multiple logins. Okay, you can set up logins for your employees to track sales. You can also handle multiple accounts on one device, switching between them as needed. So that's pretty good, especially from a scalability point of view. And this is one way to get around the fact that Zettle actually doesn't have multi-location functions. So just be aware of that. And you also have a mobile app in Zettle, but also PayPal Zettle management tools. Okay, so this is something to really think about. So something like a barcode scanner, for instance, or even a serviceable inventory management system. Also, you have inventory management. So within Zettle, so with inventory management, you don't really have a lot of sophistication in PayPal Zettle. Okay, the inventory software is very simple, but has several features that can make it a powerful tool. So, like you have bulk actions, you can load, assign categories, and delete items in bulk. You have low stock alerts. So Zettle tracks items and issues low stock alerts. This actually show up in the shopping cart when you are selling a low stock item. You have variants. You can add up to 3 options. These are actually predefined as color, size, style, material, and finish. And once you actually set the variants, you create different values and assign a price to each. And you also have gift cards. So within the PayPal Zettle, you can manage gift cards that are pre-made, emailed, or physically created by you. So that's kind of cool. And these are tracked in inventory. So that's kind of cool. Okay. But just remember, the inventory section is very basic. Okay. Very basic. Nothing really complex, if you will. So what about reports here? If you are looking into PayPal Zettle, what kind of reports can you have? Well, Zettle only offers the basic sales reports, including an overview of a particular period, such as a month or 1 week or 2 weeks. Okay. You also have sales by product or category, staff performance, payments made, fees paid, and refunds granted. You can export your reports or data in PDF or Excel formats. So this is kind of cool. As you can see on the screen here, okay, Zettle's reports are mobile optimized, so they can be read on smartphones too. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. If you are, let's say, somebody who sells on the go, having that capability, that mobile capability, is actually a big draw, a big win. You also have employee management. So basically, PayPal Zettle does not have a wide range of tools for employee management. You can use your PayPal Zettle settings to, let's say, create sub accounts. You can assign each to your staff with individual usernames, for instance, and passwords. And this gives them access to limited functions such as payment processing and sales tracking. So with this feature, that's a good thing. You can add more checkout terminals within your store or link multiple locations. Okay. You also have customer management. So PayPal Zettle lets you sign up customers at the point of checkout. But however, this is something to really pay attention to. Zettle's tools are quite limited compared to other POS software providers. You can store, for example, you can store customer email addresses and export them in bulk to upload it to an email marketing software. And PayPal Zettle currently does not have any available software integration, nor does it include a built-in or dedicated loyalty program. So if you're interested in having a loyalty program, PayPal Zettle is not going to help you on that front. You also have a fraud protection and chargebacks. So Zettle actually is EMV approved, and so it does comply also with the PCI DSS. This is the very strict payment card industry data security standard. Okay, when it comes to handling card data, and so what happens here is that Zettle uses advanced machine learning systems to monitor every transaction being processed 24 hours a day to flag actually suspicious activity. So you can open a dispute within 180 days of a payment date. So when a customer files a dispute, PayPal gives you a chance to address the issue. And if it can be resolved, then there are no charges. You have 20 days to work with the customer to fix any problem, after which the dispute will automatically close unless it has been escalated. So if either you or the buyer escalates the dispute to a claim, PayPal will make a decision regarding the outcome within 14 days, but sometimes exceeding 30 days, okay? And if the issue cannot be resolved and the customer is refunded their money, PayPal charges you a $20 chargeback fee. So there is actually no fee for bank reversals. In terms of ease of use, PayPal Zettle is pretty easy to use, pretty straightforward. It has a user friendly interface. So one thing you need to understand here is that PayPal Zettle is actually going after a target niche. That's how I look at it. That's how I analyze it. Okay. So if you are a PayPal merchant with a business account and you want to sell in person, you will find PayPal Zettle an ideal choice. And so I actually recommend a PayPal Zettle for small retailers with infrequent sales, such as hobbyists and those who participate in trade fairs and sell at farmers market. Okay, and so just make sure that you need to have a stable internet connection because Zettle cannot process card payments while offline. Okay, and one thing I also want you to really understand here is that just be aware that PayPal is actually known for freezing accounts. So this is something you do not want to really risk yourself having. Okay, and don't expect excellent. Don't expect stellar customer service. Okay, customer service is actually decent, but it could be improved. This is see the whole thing is whenever you have a free product, customer service is not going to be where it is what it is if you have a paid product, right? So that's something to really think about. And also, you're not going to have extended customization options. Okay, this is something to really think about, especially with Zettle on the go. Okay, and one thing I want to say here is that basically with PayPal also, if you are able to have immediate access to your funds through your PayPal balance, funds can also be withdrawn to a linked card or bank account within 2 business days, or instantly for a 1.5% fee. So something to really think about. If you need your money right away, then you have to really pay for it. Okay. But overall, PayPal is a remarkably versatile payment processor that works in online stores, social sites like Facebook, multi-channel sales like eBay, and more. However, its POS app Zettle, it's somewhat limited. Okay, you can use it for basic inventory, ringing up sales, and gift cards. Okay, it's free to use, and with low transaction rates, it's a good tool for solopreneurs or small businesses. Okay, so that's really the bottom line here. So, in conclusion to this conversation, I spoke to you about PayPal Zettle. I give you a glance into this POS app. I spoke about the features and now the conclusion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.